Rover stands alone before the pet boarding house, tail wagging softly, awaiting his family's return. A car arrives, and Rover's parents emerge, their faces bright with joy at seeing their beloved dog. Overwhelmed with affection, Rover is engulfed in hugs and kisses, his tail a happy blur. "We'll miss you, Rover," his parents call, their voices laced with warmth and a hint of parting sorrow. Rover watches, tail drooping slightly as the car disappears, a flicker of sadness in his expressive eyes. Sunlight illuminates dust motes in the boarding house as Rover sits alone by the window, his tail tucked low, a picture of quiet sorrow. Around him, other dogs and cats romp and play, a joyful chaos that only deepens Rover's sense of isolation. Animated thought bubbles flicker above Rover's head, ghosts of happier times now haunting his lonely vigil. A spectral hand throws a tennis ball in Rover's memory, a phantom touch he can no longer feel. Another bubble shows a warm lap and loving embrace, a stark contrast to his current dejection. A melancholic melody drifts through the room, each note a painful reminder of Rover's solitude. Rover lies listlessly on his bed, a deep sigh escaping him, surrounded by the mundane comforts of the boarding house. He picks up a squeaky toy, chews it without enthusiasm, his bright eyes reflecting a profound ennui. Rover glances at the other pets, their tails wagging, their joy a sharp contrast to his own melancholy. Curling into a tight ball, he confronts a wave of longing, his heart heavy with unspoken words. A whisper escapes him, barely audible, a poignant admission of his deepest sorrow. "I miss my parents." Under the cover of daylight, Jack stealthily slips through the boarding house gate, a small backpack his only companion. With cautious steps, he tiptoes towards the entrance, his eyes scanning the surroundings with playful intent. A mischievous grin blossoms on Jack's face, hinting at the delightful surprise he has in store. Excitement bubbles within him as he imagines Rover's reaction, a joyous reunion about to unfold. Each step is filled with anticipation, turning a simple return into a thrilling adventure. Jack quietly slips into the dimly lit boarding house, a sense of stealth in his movements. Rover perks up in his kennel, his ears twitching at the familiar sound of Jack's arrival. Rover's eyes light up with pure joy as he spots Jack, his tail beginning to wag furiously. The kennel becomes a whirlwind of excitement as Rover greets Jack with unwavering enthusiasm. Inside the boarding house, Jack rushes towards Rover's kennel, his face alight with relief and affection. Jack embraces Rover warmly, his arms enveloping the eager dog in a comforting hug. Rover leaps with unrestrained joy, showering Jack's face with grateful licks. Rover's tail wags furiously, a blur of happiness expressing his excitement. Jack looks into Rover's adoring eyes, a promise forming on his lips. "Don't worry, buddy," Jack assures, his voice soft with affection. "I'll stay with you until your parents return." Rover and Jack bound through the play area, a whirlwind of fur and unrestrained joy. Tails wagging, they chase a bright red ball, their playful energy infectious. Sharing a bowl of snacks, they nudge each other affectionately, a display of pure companionship. I smile, a wave of warmth washing over me, feeling safe and deeply loved with Jack by my side. Rover and Jack nap together in the kennel, a haven of warmth and companionship against the night. Jack strokes Rover's fur gently, a soothing rhythm of affection that deepens their bond. Rover sighs contentedly, a soft sound of pure, unadulterated bliss filling the quiet room. Feeling grateful for his friend's presence, a silent acknowledgement of their unbreakable connection. Rover and Jack engage in a spirited tug of war, their furry faces reflecting intense concentration and playful energy. The rope strains under their combined might as they pull and tug, their bodies low to the ground. Playful growls punctuate the air, a symphony of canine competition and camaraderie. Their tails wag with unbridled enthusiasm, a visual metronome keeping time with their exertions. Other pets watch with a blend of amusement and curiosity, their eyes following the dynamic display of strength and play. In a sunlit room, Jack sits in an old armchair, a large picture book open. Rover, a scruffy terrier mix, curls up beside Jack, resting his head on Jack's leg. Jack reads aloud, his finger tracing the colorful illustrations in the book. Rover's tail thumps softly against the worn fabric, a rhythm of contentment. They both laugh at the funny illustrations, a moment of shared joy. A bond deepens between boy and dog in the simple act of reading together. Rover and Jack sit in quiet companionship on a weathered bench, side by side in the bright sunlight. A gentle breeze rustles through the vibrant garden, its colors a stark contrast to the old wood. Butterflies dance between blossoms, their delicate wings carrying them in a silent ballet. Rover watches the butterflies, a soft smile playing on his lips as he observes their flight. Jack gazes into the garden, lost in thought, as he finds solace in the simple beauty around him. The two share a moment of peace, finding comfort in nature's embrace and each other's presence. Sunlight warms the room as Jack kneels, a bag of treats in hand. Rover sitting patiently, his tail giving small tentative wags. "Okay, Rover, watch this. Spin." Jack gestures, and Rover clumsily spins, earning a bright beam from Jack. "Good boy, that's it." Rover crunches on his treat, eyes glued to Jack, ready for the next command. "Yes, you got it. You're so smart, Rover." Rover spins faster, a happy bark as he gets another treat, tail thumping. Inside the boarding house, Rover and Jack sit by the window, their silhouettes framed by the fading light. The sky explodes in a riot of colors, a breathtaking sunset painting the world in hues of orange, pink, and gold. Tranquility washes over the scene, a moment of peace suspended in time. Their tails gently touch, a silent language of friendship and understanding between them. An unspoken bond deepens as they share the beauty of the evening, their hearts connected in quiet harmony. In the quiet of night, Rover and Jack are nestled together in Rover's kennel, wrapped in peaceful slumber. Jack's arm encircles Rover, drawing him closer, a silent testament to their unbreakable bond. A gentle smile graces Jack's face, hinting at dreams filled with joy and companionship. Rover's tail gives a soft thump, mirroring Jack's contentment as they dream of adventures shared. A car arrives, bringing Rover's parents. His tail starts wagging furiously at the sight of them. Rover bounds towards his parents with unrestrained joy, a golden blur against the mundane. He pauses, a moment of conflict in his eyes, and glances back at Jack, a silent question. A quick, grateful nod is exchanged, a silent promise etched in a simple gesture. Rover turns back to his parents, a chapter closing, but a new bond silently acknowledged. Rover, Jack, and Rover's parents stand before the boarding house, a tableau of farewells under the open sky. Rover's parents express heartfelt gratitude. "Thank you, Jack, for being a good friend to Rover." A chorus of goodbyes swells as hands wave, linking friendship and parting. Final waves echo the narrator's sentiment. True friends are always there,